Yeah, Arthur.
But the promise of food alone.
Come on.
Was enough to capture the runaway.
Quite a distance to get to the raft yet, but at least he's in good hands anyways.
He wasn't interested in a sleigh ride.
Oh, there he goes.
Or going back in the water.
You got him tied good?
But rescuers didn't give him much choice.
Ready?
Okay, buddy. Push his foot.
Come on, Arthur.
Come on, boy. Come on, Arthur. There you go.
Arthur was no worse for wear. Just a little icy.
Sound like jingle bells, but it's just ice balls. All right, let's go home.
Animal control decided it was best to tranquilize the deer before driving him back up to his owner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Arthur. Arthur.
She says Arthur's rescue is a gift she'll forever be thankful for.
I love you guys. You guys want to come over for Christmas dinner? And you can feed the reindeer and pet him.
38!
38 meters from a person buried in an avalanche. Time is running out.
36! 37! 35! 34!
In this scenario, Sully Sullivan uses a locator beacon to find the exact square foot the victim is buried.
31!
It's tough going, and every second counts. Finding the exact spot is crucial.
17! 14! 10! 8, 6!
He's getting closer now.
4, 2!
How long can a person stay alive underneath the snow?
1, 1!
How deep could they be? There. This is the spot. Now to find out where to dig. The victim is fortunate to have been carrying a transceiver, and Sullivan is fortunate to have one also. The technology has put him right where he needs to be. In this scenario, they were found in about 2 minutes.
Now, there's not a lot to still get out of here, but what there is will require a heavy lift.
Last month, workers hand-carried the lighter bones off the beach. It was 45 grueling trips up and down a 200-foot bluff.
We were eager to get back here and not have to carry anything up that hill.
This time, they're back with a helicopter to pick up the rest of the load. A lot is riding on getting it right.
It's the only full humpback whale skeleton available for research in the state of Alaska.
Scientists believe they've collected all the bones from the 45-foot whale.
Go!
With the exception of a small one near the throat they couldn't find.
It's incredible that that's the only thing that's missing.
From the gigantic jawbone sailing through the air to this, the most important bone of all.
The skull itself is really fragile. The other bones are pretty durable, but the skull has multiple bones sutured together that could potentially fall apart. It's also very awkwardly shaped, as you could tell.
Researchers estimate the humpback skull weighs as much as 2,000 pounds. It's a lot to get off the ground. But the helicopter carries the load with ease. Woo! As the skull seems to fly through the air.
Yeah, man, that is one of the coolest things I have ever seen.
Kahiltna crews tapped 11,000 birch trees this year. But not all of them have buckets. A new vacuum system with miles of blue tubing pulls sap into collection tanks.
feet up the hill, through the woods, and down to our truck.
Crews will labor long hours for days on end to gather as much flowing sap as possible. It takes 110 gallons of sap to produce 1 gallon of syrup, which is then bottled and sold. Michael and Dulcie's entire business is based on 3 unpredictable weeks.
It's very refreshing, it's delicious.
Where every drop counts.
As the sun goes down, the wait begins.
11 p.m. to 3 a.m. is the best chances we have. That's when we're directly opposite of the sun.
It isn't long before we're rewarded with a night sky full of twinkling stars.
Ursa Major, the Big Dipper right there.
Oh, yeah.
And a first look at the aurora.
They dance like from clear over there up to here.
Oh my gosh, look at the shape of that thing. It's got like, oh, that's great.
It was too much.
Guests shuttle in and out of the lodge to check out the sky.
They're starting to come back out over there again.
As the night goes on, the lights grow more intense.
Whoa! That's so wild.
It's a whole rainbow now. I call that the rainbow.
Stretching in bands that seem to bridge the sky.
There's nothing like this.
Then dissolving into glittering curtains of shimmery light.
It changes constantly.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and no one wants to go to bed.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Why risk turning in when you could miss the best part?
Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the arc. From one horizon to the other.
All of us feel lucky to be here on a cold night in Bettles,
It's staggeringly beautiful.
knowing there are no guarantees with Mother Nature. But on this night,
All expectations met.
she didn't disappoint.
Current conditions in Unalakleet. Overcast skies, 36 above.
Sam Tawark tells listeners the wind is shifted.
We've been blessed with some ice.
And pushed the ice closer to shore.
I think ice from the Pikmiktallik Bay just showed up.
Now Jacob Ivanov can go out and get a seal. Maybe.
If you look at the ice, you can see how thin it is and all smashed up it is.
Jacob calls it junk ice. Strong enough to support the weight of a seal, but definitely not thick enough to retrieve and butcher it.
I'd have no way to get to him, and I wouldn't want to shoot it and waste him. I can't even ice hop. It's just too thin. It's just been too warm to even think about it.
There are several seals in this area. Jacob cruises around to find the right kind of ice.
Yeah, this one is thick enough.
Ice at last. But the seals are suddenly elusive.
I thought I saw its head come up.
Jacob scratches the ice to arouse their curiosity, but the seals are on to Jacob. By now, he would have taken 4 or 5 seals. He would like to get one to share with an elder and a single mom. Jacob is not alone in his frustration.
Here, scrape to do that one.
Up in the hills, Donna Erickson and Lorena Penipchuk dig for a root known as masu.
You got it up? Just pull it,
Also known as Eskimo potato.
And when it's woody,
Uh-huh.
like this, it gets too
tough.
not edible.
Yeah.
So it's a little too late. We passed the window.
Normally, that window is open through the end of May.
So
So they console themselves by finding harmony, if not with the land, then with their voices. What's happening with the weather is both unclear and troubling. And yet on the beach, 2 young men take time to enjoy the warmth of the evening.
It's really nice, but like, what the heck is going on?
A question with no easy answers.